You have been deceived. You were taught that discipline was about willpower, about trying harder, waking up early and making lists, as if organizing the surface would fix the rot at your foundations. But the truth is brutal. Discipline is not about motivation. It's war, an internal war. And in this war, you will either govern your mind like a prince commands his army, or be crushed by your own weaknesses. Most people are easy prey for the first temptation because they don't realize that without strategic discipline, there is no freedom, no victory. Niccolò Machiavelli, one of history's most misunderstood thinkers, knew this better than anyone. While many talk about positive thinking, Machiavelli looked at human nature with surgical coldness. He knew the world doesn't reward the well-intentioned. It rewards the disciplined. For him, discipline was not a moral choice. It was a matter of survival. The moment you fail to govern yourself, you hand over your destiny to someone else, to any impulse that blows stronger than your weak will. Life, like a throne, is never empty. You either occupy your place with absolute dominion, or you will be governed. This video is not for those seeking comfortable advice. It is for those ready to take on the brutal responsibility of shaping themselves like a craftsman shapes a sword. True discipline requires constant vigilance, strategic planning, and relentless self-control. It demands you build an internal fortress where luck has no power and chaos finds no gaps. Machiavelli didn't write to console fools. He wrote to train strategists, to arm the minds of those willing to face the harsh reality of power. For him, discipline is structure, strategy, and survival. Without it, even the most promising of men becomes easy prey. In The Prince, Machiavelli states that without discipline, neither cities nor armies nor individuals can endure. External order is merely a reflection of internal order. There is no lasting conquest for those who are slaves to their impulses. Discipline is not an accessory for times of peace. It is a permanent armor. An undisciplined prince, Machiavelli said, is more dangerous to himself than any external enemy. Acting without calculation, reacting without reflection, these are the sure paths to downfall. Discipline must be cultivated as a rigorous habit, like the constant maintenance of a wall that protects against inevitable decay. If you do not govern your mind, it will be governed by circumstances, emotions, and external impulses. And those who are governed by others, for Machiavelli, are already politically dead. Machiavelli compared the human spirit to a battlefield. The absence of true discipline is what condemns people to failure. In his writings, he notes, the orders of a wise captain are not obeyed by undisciplined soldiers. This is a profound psychological principle. If your mind is an undisciplined army, your conscious commands will have no effect. You can make resolutions and set goals, but if your impulses aren't trained to obey, they will desert at the first challenge. Real power doesn't lie in the quantity of your ideas, but in the mastery you exercise over them. How many times have you failed, not from lack of talent, but from lack of control? Just as a foolish general loses battles before even fighting, you lose the war of life the moment you abandon mental discipline. Military discipline is waking up with the same determination no matter how you feel. It is obeying your strategies, not your fleeting emotions. Victory belongs only to those who don't retreat. The modern world glorifies feelings and despises discipline, which is why so many live defeated. If you want to master your life, you will have to be the general of your own inner army. Machiavelli's brutal view taught us that fortune's fate is a blind, relentless force. It is a flood that sweeps away the unprepared. If you are not strong enough to govern your life, chance will govern for you. Those who wait for luck to smile upon them are condemning themselves to ruin. This is where virtù comes in. Virtù is not moral virtue. It is the internal power. It is the ability to adapt and act with strength, intelligence, and resilience. It is discipline in action. It is your ability to stand firm when everything crumbles. Great men don't depend on luck. They challenge it. They build their own dikes before the flood. They train their minds for war, while others still sleep. Today, the word discipline has been hijacked and sold as an easy trick. This modern view is a grotesque farce. Machiavelli knew that true discipline is not comfortable. It is pain. It is a declared war against everything weak and lazy within you. You fail because you've been conditioned to seek shortcuts and believe that life will align with an app or a quote. Real discipline doesn't arise from comfort. It's born from confrontation. It's not about waking up inspired. It's about acting even when your body aches. The modern mindset treats failure as normal. But while you anesthetize yourself with excuses, your potential rots. Machiavelli's discipline is structural. It ignores mood and imposes itself as a mental fortress of stone, not of emotion. If you want to build discipline, you must abandon the need to feel comfortable and embrace the hardness. It's time to abandon empty theories. You need to turn discipline into a brutal, daily, inflexible practice. You must build a structure so solid that laziness, fear, and doubt have no room to survive. Here is the method. 1. Constant vigilance. Every day, observe your own thoughts and behaviors. As a general inspects his army, where are you leaving gaps? When are your emotions taking command? Every act of laziness is a stone removed from your fortress wall. 2. Clear strategy and routines. Your brain will always choose the path of least resistance. Rigid routines are not a prison. They are true freedom. Establish fixed times to wake up, work, and train, and adhere to them as a soldier follows orders. If you wait to decide whether to train after a tiring day, you will fail. If you make it a non-negotiable commitment, it happens. Period. 3. Relentless reinforcement. Create